Hello everyone and welcome to the episodic discussion. This time with our experience with portable gaming. I'm Martin. Hi.
Good job.
I'm gonna allow everyone to introduce themselves. So, Liger, what's up?
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
Nice.
I'm Liger254. You don't have to say the 254, but...
Alright, cool. Shadow, how are you doing, buddy? Oh, you know...
Hey! I'm Shadow, I'm an alcoholic. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong... Wait,
That's
goddammit.
the wrong podcast.
Okay, that's a Sundays, Shadow. Sundays.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Damn it.
Daddy Relogs.
Hi. So yeah, I'm Relax,
Yes.
and obviously just became a dad.
Yes, he just became my dad. I will clap for that on air. All right, there you go. And
All right, thank
Drill
you.
Beats, how you doing?
Good. How's everyone been doing lately?
All right, perfect. So before we start this podcast, I'm just gonna, like before we start with the topics, I'm just gonna, close my window over here because I heard a dog barking outside. All right, perfect.
Professional Martin.
Yes, perfect. All right, so let's start, shall we? All right, so let's break the ice as usual, and let's begin with our experience with portable gaming. Line written by Renegade himself. All right. When did you first pick up your first handheld gaming device, and why did you like it? Anyone want to start?
I guess I'll start. Well, I think the first portable gaming handheld I ever picked up was the GBA, mainly because I didn't own any of the older Game Boys when I was younger, and they were backwards compatible. I think the first game I ever got with it was that Yu-Gi-Oh game back in like 2004. Of course, it didn't follow the rules of the card game, so it was kind of fucked in balance. It was pretty fun though. Plus, there were tons of other games on it, like the SNES ports, mainly Yoshi's Island and Mario 3.
Those are all good games.
Oh, the Game Boy Advance SP was the one I really wanted because funny thing is that the older Game Boy Advance models didn't have the backlit screen, so if it ever,
I think we'll get to that later, so save it for later.
Yeah, well,
yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, that's all I got.
Sweet. Anyone else?
Well, I had the Game Boy Advance as my first console as well. My first handheld as well. I had the SP I got one year for Christmas. I think I still have it. The games I had were Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team.
Alright.
So I pretty much I played nothing but Pokemon on those things.
I have Red Rescue Team right here, so funny you should mention it. It's in its box and everything. Cool.
I miss that game.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's great. Found it at a store for like $5, but yeah, we'll get to that later. Shadow, you got anything for us?
Yeah, my first handheld console was the original Game Boy, the big one, the fucking brick, the one you could possibly kill somebody with.
You mean
I
the
was
one
about
that
to say, if you drop that from a building, and you hit someone in the head, he's probably like gone.
Oh yeah,
you
definitely.
mean those Game Boys that ate up your batteries?
Oh yeah, that too, but
Oh,
it was totally worth it. Well, yeah, so I got the first Game Boy, I got like a red one and not the boring white beige colored one. Just, fitting for Pokemon Red, which was one of my first games that I ever played on that thing.
Great.
And it was tons of fucking fun.
Great fucking game.
Ah, yes.
It was great. Relogs.
Yeah,
First
I'm gonna
handheld.
go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with pretty much the opposite of. Well, pretty much the same, but at the same time the opposite of Shadow. I went to the original Game Boy as well, but I had the white one and I played Pokemon Blue.
Ooh.
Oh. So what version is better, guys?
Hard to say.
Don't know.
Now fight. Entertain me.
With the later ones, I'm pretty positive on which ones are better, but the original two, I think they were pretty much the same almost. So Yeah.
So, wanna know my handheld? My first one.
No.
Atari Lynx.
Please. My first handheld was like drills. The very first Game Boy Advance. It was the purple one, or what you want to call it. And I fucking hated the thing because you couldn't play with it at night at bed because it wouldn't have, lit screens.
No backlit, and it ate batteries.
Yep, that ate batteries as well, but it had a charger, and yeah, I always had an output near bed, so that was fine. But yeah, that was lame. I also only had one game on it. It was like a shitty Tom and Jerry game.
Shit.
Nice.
It was the Infernal Escape. It wasn't that bad, but it was hard as fuck, and you didn't have saves, so you had to use password systems. It was AIDS.
Passwords in any old games are
Not
pretty
that bad of a game, if I remember. But it's I only had one game, so that was pretty lame. Not really my preferred handheld device,
I think like
so to say. But yeah, that was my first one. So that's it.
okay.
Anyone else want to fill something in here, or?
No.
There's not
No.
much to fill in. All right. So, what is your top 3 favorite games on any handheld device in no particular order?
I can start off with this one.
All right, sure.
Mine would probably be Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, Castlevania, and probably either Mega Man or Metroid.
Not bad.
Sweet. What Castlevania though?
What's it called? What is it, Adventure? I don't know,
That
what's
was the bad
the-
one. That was the bad one.
Oh, is it what's the other one called? The
Arise of
one of
Sorrow
the
was the
two
one
on
with
the
the
Game Boy.
claws.
Was it a Metroidvania game? Because Adventure was a side scroller.
It was there was the other one then. I don't know the name for it. The complete name.
Yeah, there
It
was.
was on Game Boy though.
It was on Game Boy. Was it on
Yeah.
like an older Game Boy?
Yes.
Was it Arise of Sorrow?
Could be. I'm
The one
not
that
sure
basically
of the
played
name. It
like
was so
Symphony of
long
the
ago.
Night. The one that played
Yes.
like Symphony of the... Yes, that was Arise of Sorrow. That was a really good one. Probably my favorite
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That's why I know that. Sweet. That sounds like great games actually. Link's Awakening too. That game was. I did eventually play that one too, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, I really like that game.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So, Phil. Do you have
Yeah.
any questions?
Well, on any handheld, I mean, shit. It's hard to pick between PSP and GBA because they both had amazing games.
Yeah, even fucking like newer stuff like 3DS counts. I don't know if Switch
Yeah.
counts because we're not that far here. So let's
The
not
thing
go into
is,
Switch yet.
The thing is that Switch is in its infancy, and the best games I played on it are games I've already played on Wii U.
Yeah.
So that's I think that'd be kind of cheating, and they're more console experiences than handheld.
Yeah. So yeah. Case in point. Let's cut out those.
But I'll probably say PSP, probably Birth by Sleep, Persona 3 Portable, because you had Persona 3 pretty much on the go, aside from some limitations.
Great game.
And maybe either Crisis Core or Dissidia. It's really hard to pick between those two because they're both great games.
Yeah. I'm actually I'll go next as well because it kind of segues a bit of drill choices. My favorite one was Birth by Sleep, followed by again what he brought up, Crisis Core, and then my last favorite one, which I do not have in my head. It's probably Tekken 5 port for the handheld for some reason.
I mean, there's
I
Tekken.
played that a lot in school, and people were annoyed because they were forced to hear me because I had the sound on during like hallways. They were like, "Turn that shit off," and I was like, "No, I'm spamming one button and I'm enjoying it." Yeah, that
Or
was
if
me.
you were like me, you'd play Tekken 6 a lot because they had a PSP version as well.
Yeah. I did eventually play Persona 3 Portable as well, but I kind of like FES more, so meh. Anyways, Shadow, Liger.
Yeah, since I only had Nintendo handhelds, my game selection is a bit, well, limited, so to speak. But I would have to go with Pokemon Silver, because I don't know why. Because this is one of the most enjoyable ones for me, and so was the remake Soul Silver. But I think the original one had more of an impact on me than the remake. Then Advanced Wars Dual Strike, which is a super fun turn-based strategy game. And I think this is for the 3DS, Virtual's Last Reward, which is like a point-and-click puzzle time-traveling game. It's really fucking weird, but it's great.
I heard that game was actually fantastic. I've yet to play it.
It's super cool. I love it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Liger.
So, Pokemon, and Pokemon.
Is that all we need to say here?
No, when I looked through all of my games, I realized I really had nothing but one version or the other of Pokemon, and then I played Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2.
Mm-hmm.
That I liked it for a bit, but it got a bit annoying after a while.
Oh, later game in that game is pretty annoying, and
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
That game did not age well as well. It can be really frustrating to play.
I don't know. I still think the Chain of Memories, the GBA version, is probably the hardest out of all of the portables. Mainly the later levels.
It's definitely harder, but it's less annoying to play as because you have less mechanics to worry about.
I mean, the card system can still fuck you over because of RNG bullshit.
Let's end this with they both have problems, but yeah, it depends on what problems, you know. But
and on
yes, go ahead.
On the PSP, I forgot what was it called. It was a Sonic game that I used to play a lot. It was on the PSP.
PSP, you say?
Yeah, it had Silver in it. It was a racing game. Fuck, what was it called? Sonic Rivals, was it?
Oh, I remember something along these lines.
Fuck, this is hurting my head. What was it called?
I don't really remember too much, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let's just put it that way.
It was Sonic Rivals.
It was that. You
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I had that in Disgaea.
Oh, nice. Those are what
Those are the. I think it was 2 or 3.
All right, because the PSP had like the Preeny spin-off games as well, which were great. All right, is that everything?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sweet. All right, now here comes the fun question. What's your favorite and least favorite handheld gaming device in terms of games and functionality? So your favorite one and then your least favorite one. Who wants to begin?
Well, I could start.
All right, go ahead.
I mean, it's hard to pick between the GBA and the PSP because they both have their negatives and positives. Though I'd probably say PSP had a lot more. Though I'd probably say PSP was the better one. Tons of more games to play, and you had access to PS1 classics. Mm-hmm. Oh, and also Homebrew was pretty active on there for a long time. In case you wanted to like save all your games on it.
Oh yeah, that was a thing for
the only thing that was annoying is that the memory cards were kind of pricey because Sony wasn't using SD cards.
It's funny you should mention that because there's a minor story here. I remember trying to buy a memory card for that thing, and my father bought like the shittiest one because that was the cheapest, even though I wanted a better one. And then I found out it was because they were all pricey as hell.
Yeah.
So
even an 8 GB card would cost you like $40.
Yeah, he said.
Jesus.
Yeah, 8 gigs was around like 40 from what I remember. While he bought me a 2 gig one that was like
you could
15?
Maybe fit like one game in there.
Yeah.
But for its for the time, the UI was pretty impressive. because you could do a lot more than just play games on it.
I wasn't too personally annoyed with it because one, if you turned off your console, into standby mode, it would be fine.
Yeah.
And as well, I bought my games physically for the thing, so I wouldn't have to worry about space.
Yeah. The biggest downside of the PSP is obviously UMDs. I just never liked the physical format for them.
All right, Drill, you have a least favorite?
Well, I mean, obviously it'd be easy if I said Atari Lynx because that's a shitty console. But I don't know. I don't know. There's not a portable I particularly didn't like, but probably the Vita, honestly. Mainly because the memory cards are extremely expensive, and aside from 2 or 3 games, there's nothing really that's a killer for the system. And most of the games ended up on PC to begin with.
I actually kind of disagree. Like, there was a lot of fucking games that were actually good if you looked for them, but the problem with that was, again, the games and the console itself was it's one of the worst marketings I've ever seen. So yeah, you kind of at the same time. So, all right, should I go next?
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right, favorite handheld. I'm with Drill on this. The PSP, because that's what I got one Christmas, and I fucking loved it. And again, I played Tekken 5 and annoyed all of my class in hallways. And going by least favorite, does Virtual Boy count?
I wanted to ask the same
Christ.
goddamn question.
That's the one I was gonna
Yes.
say.
I mean,
Fuck
the
that thing.
The thing is that I think that'd be making it too easy, which is why I picked the Vita. Because
Yeah.
it's not a system.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about bad handhelds unless we go into those obscure handhelds you find in flea markets or whatever.
Unless you go into the Gamecom or the Atari Lynx, then you're just really straight.
Not just Gamecom. Let's go to Tiger Electronics, boy.
Do Tiger Electronics really count as handhelds?
Nah, they won't. That'll be way too easy.
Yeah.
Just go with that thing. Do you remember the barcode fighting thing? Anyone saw that or not? Sometime? There was a game that made the numbers we're supposed to fight each other and shit.
What?
Yeah, the most fucking stupid thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Okay then. Holy shit.
No, you haven't seen this. All right, you guys have something to Google after this podcast then.
I will, yeah. All right.
Yeah,
What
sure.
was it? I missed it.
I
Anyways,
think it was called Barcode
I'll-
Warriors
I'll
or
be
some
on-
shit.
I will be on creative and pick the Virtual Boy just because I can't think of anything else because I'm not too.
I mean,
I'm not
it's
too
a neat.
well-versed with
It was.
bad handhelds, so.
I mean, it was a neat concept for the time. It's just that the technology wasn't there.
Yeah.
You really
the
had
concept
to-
of virtual reality in general is great, but again, that was kind of 30 years. 30
Yeah.
years before we could actually make something of it.
And I mean, you really had to like the color red because
Yeah,
holy
but
shit.
fuck, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I mean, that is the most headache-inducing machine in the history of mankind.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
The original Game Boy was green and black, right?
That's
Yeah.
that's true.
I'll segue
But still, it's better.
I'll mini segue a little bit in here and say there was one good game for that console, the Virtual Boy, I mean, and that was Yak Bros. Then again, it should really have been in color and just been on a different machine.
They should have
Yeah.
just put it on Game Boy
Because
along with the Wario Land,
it didn't do virtual reality at all.
except for a few 3D effects.
Yeah, it should just have been on another system in color because it would have been a great game. Yak Bros. Shoutouts to that. Also, shoutouts to Yak Frost at Atlas mascot.
Yeah.
Adorable fucker. All right, that was me done.
Okay, so I will make this a relative thing for me because I'm gonna just pick
All right.
wise. I would also go for Virtual Boy. I think the best one for me, I feel, was the original Nintendo DS because it was still backwards compatible with your advanced games, and it brought in a whole new host of games and the new touchscreen and stuff, so that was pretty cool. And the worst one would be the Game Boy Advanced SP, which is like, I mean, I had the normal Game Boy Advance, and then one Christmas I got the SP version, which is the one that you fold, and it was a weird step between the DS and the Advance, and for some reason I really didn't like that thing. I mean, I still have my original Nintendo, the Game Boy Advanced, but I don't have this thing anymore. I sold it long ago.
Why did you? What? That's weird. I actually liked that version because it was like an upgrade.
I don't know. Maybe it was that weird, the folding thingy that I didn't like back then, or I don't know why. But I played a lot of games still with the original Advance. I don't know why.
I'm actually looking to find one because it had better screens, and at the same time it was kind of like, I really liked the folding aspect of it because it made it smaller in your pocket.
Yeah, and plus no backlit kind of sucked because playing it in the dark was just miserable.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was the kid me for some reason liked the Advanced better than the Advanced.
Fair enough.
Well, some people like the clamshell design better, to be honest. So
it's a bit more easy on your hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, Shadow. We're all stupid.
But yeah, I wanted to. Just in case Virtual Boy is worse.
All right. Good disclaimer here. All right. Anyone else want to have a go here?
Yeah, sure. My favorite one would probably be quite obvious considering my 3 favorite games were on the same console. But yeah, it's the Game Boy. Yeah. My worst one, that actually, if you go from what I owned, I'll still say that fucking Virtual Boy. I can't think of anything else. If you make something like, if you force someone to see red, they'll fucking see red.
I can't believe I never knew a single person who owned a Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
Like, the only people I know who own Virtual Boys are for collecting purposes, just to have every Nintendo system ever made.
I don't own the Virtual Boy, but I own games for the Virtual Boy.
My brother was actually owning the Virtual Boy.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh well. How fucked up is he today? Does he see red? Does he see red?
I think I started to see red before him.
Colorblind mode activated. Turns out the console wasn't actually red. We were all used colorblind.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Sure.
Alright, Mr. Liger, do you have anything good for us?
For worst, can I count those fucking shitty Sonic sports things that came in the McDonald's Happy Meals?
Electronics, boy, we're back.
I think that'd be too easy.
Okay. Because if I could count that, then my best I would probably say would have been that Digivice, because I love the shit out of that. But I would say probably the DS might have been my favorite. Because I liked playing games on that a lot. For some reason, I remember having a lot of fun memories with that. And least favorite, I don't know what my least favorite would be. Now I think about it, because there wasn't. I didn't have many different ones. I mostly stuck with the Nintendo ones. Either that, or I had PSP.
But yeah, in terms of the main handhelds, there's not really any bad ones.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Well, that was all of us, right?
Yep.
Next
Sweet.
question.
Relog, stop posting pictures of a suicide machine, also known as Virtual Boy. Alright, let's move on.
I'm sorry.
Look at that thing, though.
How do you play that? That looks fucking disgusting.
Maybe it's like
Yeah.
the N-
Oh, that's the
maybe
virtual
it's
boy.
maybe it's like the maybe it's like the N64 where it's the claw and you're supposed to hold it with both hands.
Yeah. Who the fuck knows?
Oh,
All right. Let's move on. How do you personally feel about the PlayStation Vita, and what do you think Sony could have done to make the device more successful? We kind of delved into this before, and I personally will say I think games on it are fine. I think the system is really good. There's two things. Number one, the SD cards were cheaper.
Yeah,
What the
even
Vita used. That's just
even
that's,
even
yeah.
Nintendo knew to use SD cards with the DS and Switch.
Yeah, exactly. And number two, Sony did nothing to market the damn thing.
that's
Nope.
true.
Yeah, because I feel like the problem with the Vita is it kind of confused people thinking if it was a console experience or a portable device. But it did nothing to satisfy both sides because it was either too expensive or there weren't games that were good enough to cater to the hardcore sides.
As for the Vita itself, I actually really like it. It's just I'm one of the few that really likes the system. I'll say that at least.
I actually really like the Vita, but there's a few things that could have been cut out. For example, the touchpad's completely useless. They should have just axed it. It's only a handful of games actually kind of use it. Also, the gyroscope and the touchscreen could have been axed too. Basically, they should have just made a PSP with dual analogs and they would have been fine.
That seems to be the thing with gimmicks on consoles a lot. Only like a few games tend to use them. Like I remember only like the really early PS3 games used the 6-axis thing where you had to like maneuver the controller. Same with
Yeah.
And like a couple of the games on the 3DS use the 3D, but nobody fucking likes the 3D on that shit anyway, so everyone turns it off.
True.
That was weird.
But yeah, the big main things that could have helped the Vita is marketing, SD cards, and more support. I think so. It's completely lacking on support compared to PSP, at least from Sony's side, because you had God of War, Gran Turismo, Ratchet and Clank, Jack, and a couple other first-party studios on it, while Vita's practically empty. I mean, there's not even a real Metal Gear. There's not even an original Metal Gear Solid or GTA or Final Fantasy on it that aren't ports.
Yeah, that was a shame. There were plenty ports for it though. At the same time, like you said, that were pretty good. But yeah, there is ports. You know.
Did they have like their own special SD cards or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why they cost so much. And so it was the downside.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
a
weird.
stupid decision. Yeah.
I believe like a 32 gig or something is around like $50. It's
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
And you can get like a 64 gigabyte card for 3DS or like a micro SD card for like $50.
Yeah. So that's like double for 3DS, you know. Persona 4 Golden though, really good.
Yeah. There's only a handful of titles I can think of I really liked on the Vita, but
They
for
had
the
an
most
Uncharted game. Like they launched the console with an Uncharted game that was actually really good too. Like
Yeah,
it had
but
the
I feel-
quality of the regular ones on a handheld. That was pretty good actually.
Yeah, but I don't know. The only other memorable first-party game I can think of was probably Killzone, because that's the only one they actually tried with that wasn't a cash-in.
Resistance was really bad.
The one game that I actually really wanted to get a Vita for came out on the PS4 anyway, so there was no point.
What game
Gravity
was it?
Rush.
Yeah.
Gravity Rush. Gravity Rush was great.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Like I
that's-
fell in love with that game from just the demo. I was like, I have to get this game. And then a couple of years later, I was like, oh wait, remastered on the PS4? Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
I have it remastered on PS4 as well. It's a great game.
Oh, indeed.
But
Yes.
but yeah, but yeah, the main thing they probably should have done to make it more successful is do what Nintendo did and try to have it coexist with the PS4 instead of just being an accessory. You know, like actually give it games.
Yeah. So, and anyone else have anything to add, really? Or do we kind
No,
of just?
I think everything has been said pretty much.
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Let's move on to, considering how iOS and Android gaming seems to have been grown more popular than handheld gaming, what are your thoughts on gaming through phone?
Well,
I'll say
there's
this.
some.
I'll say this. Despite how popular it is, it's really hard for me to find a game that I can actually play on the damn thing or on a phone that's actually entertaining. For more
I
than
agree
5
on that
minutes.
one. I agree with that 100%.
Because
Yeah.
for every good game, there is thousands, and I mean thousands at least, on the App Store that is dog shit. You need
Yeah.
you need a curated list or something on the internet to actually find good games for the thing, because the store is just cluttered with dog shit after dog shit.
I think that's the
Yeah.
thing with mobile games is they're not necessarily made for people who would consider themselves gamers. So that's why there's like so much shit, and you have to dig through all that shit to find a diamond. Because
I actually got scammed. Oh,
Really?
iOS. Yes, somebody put up Super Hot on the thing.
Oh, what?
Super Hot, $1. Guess what? When I started the damn thing, it opened up a game called Prison Escape Shooter or something.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's
and you were a
horrible.
sniper on the top of a tower shooting down prisoners, but it was marketed as Super Hot.
Okay, that's
No
pretty
way.
bad.
That's
No way.
disgusting.
Yeah, it looked
There's no
exactly
way.
like Super Hot on the page. It had Super Hot screenshots and everything, and when you boot up, it's an entirely different game.
There's no
That's
way Super
horrible.
Hot could run on a phone though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people do that on iOS, and for some reason they don't. Yeah, that's illegal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely less regulated compared to like
Mhm.
PSN and other markets.
Yeah, it's way less regulated, if not regulated at all. Like,
Well, there is some criteria you have to meet to actually put an app into the App Store, but yeah, it sometimes is a bit weird. I notice because for my job we often develop apps as well, and these have to go into review and stuff. And sometimes they get accepted without question, and sometimes not. So it's really maybe it depends on the person who reviews the thing. If he makes it, if it really looks at the thing, or he just says, "Yeah, go ahead, just do it." The process is not really transparent. So yeah, there's a lot of shit in the App Store, I can imagine.
yeah.
Definitely. But what if we go back to what Liger said, like on a phone, like they don't make the game for a gamer, they make it so you can kill time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're mainly for the casual gamers who have like 5 or 10 minutes to kill.
Yeah.
Not for long sessions.
I have
mean,
5 minutes. Let's do one round in Fire Emblem Heroes, for example.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Fire Emblem. Yeah, like that's probably the one game I play a lot on mobile is Fire Emblem Heroes, only because it's a good time waster. If I have like 5 minutes before class.
It is great to play on the bus. It really is.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a more dumbed down version of a regular Fire Emblem game.
Which is fine. I mean, it's made to kill time, like you said, but again, it's very casual. You know?
Yeah, there's also the problem that you cannot really make too much different type of games on a phone because of the control scheme, I feel. I mean, I know there are shooters on this thing that you can play, but I don't like to play them on a phone. It's so weird to control things. I
Yeah.
feel like a phone is mainly good for like puzzle games, play very well on phones, click and point adventures, like these choose your own adventure novels go really well,
I
turn-based strategies. But yeah, there's just a bit of a how do you say it? It's
Oh shit! Hold on a second.
What the hell?
Did you set
Tigers
fire
have
to your
fire.
computer?
Did that just happen?
That
Yeah.
sounded terrible.
Oh my god.
Someone burned bread. Well, reply here. Let's move on with the show.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I wanted to say, there's like not too much of variety of really good games you can get on this thing. Also, there's this like disease of pay-to-win games and pay to not grind for 40 hours to actually get somewhere in the game, and that really hurts a lot of mobile gaming.
Yeah, like I heard that that's what happened to that Kingdom Hearts game. That eventually it just became pay to win.
It's sad because the concept of that game for being on a phone was actually fucking fantastic, but they ruined it by making it pay to win.
Yeah,
They
that's
actually had
kind
a
of,
good concept and they bloody fucking ruined it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
even-
really.
I'll say this
But
though,
yeah.
I saw this thing at a store about a year ago. I'm still trying to sort of look for one, but I haven't found anyone for like an iPhone 6s yet. But there was a add-on that what it did was it added like sort of like it added a D-pad and 4 buttons on the sides when you would flip your phone. So
Wait,
it,
what?
yeah, so it would actually give you buttons so you could play it, you know, like a handheld device.
So you actually like attach it to your phone?
You attach it to your phone, and what it does is it makes it look like a handheld device. You can play the games like a handheld device.
Okay,
If the
that's
games don't have
cool.
support for it, I don't know how you would do that then, but yeah, you could definitely do that. It was a gamepad for a phone, basically. That you
Yeah, I
attach to it.
remember you could use it for certain games like Monster Hunter.
Yeah, which is actually good. I mean, if I had that thing, maybe, you know, it would redeem some games. I could maybe play Terraria on the go much easier than, you know, clicking,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
The thing is, I play a lot of games on my phone, but that's because I travel a lot during the day for work. So I just have a lot of time to kill.
Yeah.
I mean, who still plays Pokemon Go at this point?
Well,
The thing is, I do, but I really do it very passively. So like,
Here's
I
the
just have it
thing.
in my pocket, and every once in a while I'll take it out. Oh yeah, look, there's something, and
Here's
it's
the
not
thing.
an active gaming for me.
Regarding
It's,
Pokemon Go, I wouldn't even call it a game.
yeah, not really. It's
A
an
walking
alternate
simulator.
alternate
It's-
reality kind
No,
of
to
thing.
me, it's like it's kind of like what Drill says. It's a walking sim, but it's also like it's more just like social experiment, if anything, to me.
Yeah, kinda. Alternate reality, social walking simulator thingy.
I
Because
mean, as
gameplay and
much-
everything, all in all, is very minimal. It's a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
concept.
I mean,
though. It's a good
I mean,
concept.
as much as I like Fire Emblem Heroes, and the RNG aspects are really shitty because because whenever you're drawing for characters, you usually get nothing.
Oh yeah, I hate this. God damn it.
I don't like the grinding process in Pokemon Go. It's actually really annoying that I have to catch the same thing 80 times just to get one of them to evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Or you touching the Magikarp to get that thing to evolve.
Yeah, that's the worst one. I gave up.
Yeah.
I quit. That's basically why I stopped playing the game.
My fiance
Yeah.
still plays that game. She loves it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't love it, but it's just a thing that I do. It's like a habit almost at this point.
Yeah, but as soon as she pretty much leaves the fucking house, she just picks up her phone and you start playing the goddamn game.
Oh, fuck.
I really,
Jesus.
really hate that game.
I mean, we used to actually go outside just for the purpose of playing this, but that was maybe a year ago.
Yeah. When it was big, like when it first came, I actually played it as well, quite a lot. I did like it, but like that's the same like most mobile games. You get so fucking tired of it.
Yeah. Okay, I think we covered this topic pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's basically our perspective on iOS games in general, and I think at least it's.
Yeah.
I'll end it with this. It could possibly go somewhere, probably, but It's gonna take a while, and it's gonna take a lot of curation.
But
To
yeah,
get
but
it to
still,
work.
mobile device, like mobile games, are still like made for killing time, not for gamers.
That's the use of it. Alright, let's move on here. So, number 6 is gonna be interesting. There's been rumors in the past of Sony possibly creating a handheld PS4. Despite the unlikely nature of this rumor for the time being, do you think that there is a market for handheld console games to open up more in the future, especially with portability like the Nintendo Switch has? I think there would be a market for it. I mean, let's say PS5 comes out, alright? Then we have the technology to make a step back, like a handheld version of the older console. I think that could work.
Yeah.
I think
I
it
agree.
could work.
I mean, look at how good the Nintendo Switch is doing right now, and I think it's fine. It
if
works.
Sony made a handheld PS4, it would kill the Switch, I think, because it already has
It would.
the library.
I mean, it needs game. It would need games and the proper specs to be able to make it possible.
Yeah, but again, like if you make like just a portable PS4.
I mean, if it had the power of a PS4 and was portable and took discs, then that'd be phenomenal. But even then, taking discs in a portable sound, it's giving me bad PSP vibes.
Yeah. It's really hard to place this. How big should it be in the end? How powerful should it be? That's a really hard thing to say.
Yeah.
How do you get discs
because-
into the thing? I think you just have to go with digital, in all honesty. But it could work.
Yeah.
Probably.
It could work.
Yeah, or else you're gonna end up with a brick of a system.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also not really fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't know.
what people like about the Switch is that it's pretty much the size of a tablet and it's easy to carry around.
Yeah, exactly. If it was the size of a tablet, I wouldn't mind having the games only digital on it. I wouldn't mind that, in all honesty.
Yeah.
I think it would have to be, since they don't do the cartridge thing, since only Nintendo does that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and as well, if it was like Ren said, the PS4, for example, it's like if you make a PS4 portable and you make it small, but then you make it, it's kind of like you kind of have to use the format for the regular PS4, like the discs. You can't just make same versions of the games but on cartridge, because that's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
That means people have to buy their shit again. It's you're better off just making it digital,
Yeah, they could do a thing where, like, if you have a PS4, you could connect it to it, and the games you have installed on your PS4 would install on the system.
That would
that
be
the-
smart,
Funny
yeah.
you should mention this, because there's a follow-up question, number 7, and it's what is your thoughts at the PS4 streaming console games on other devices like Remote Play on the Vita and Nvidia Shield? So there's like systems that already does this. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the whole streaming thing because I'd rather just play the game, and plus you kind of have, and plus sometimes the lack of buttons do limit it. Like I tried playing Final Fantasy 15 on the Vita, but it had a much lower resolution, and it was the lack of, and having L2 and R2 mapped to the touchpad kind of sucked because it made the more hectic battles a lot harder.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean,
And if you don't have good internet, it's gonna lag.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I think I think it definitely benefits on being there for sure, because there are people who would use it.
Yeah, I think so. I personally wouldn't, because I really like sitting in front of a big screen and playing it instead of a small screen if I have the option. So, yeah.
Yeah, but if I'm on
I
the
agree.
go or something and have like somehow Wi-Fi somewhere and the Vita on me, I could probably just make it connect there and play.
Yeah. I don't know which games I would play on the go if I had the option to play like any PS4 game, because somehow I play different kind of games on handhelds than I play on normal like consoles
for
and
sure.
PC. So
Yeah.
I had no idea what I would play.
unless they like specifically patch it for the Vita, like Bungie did with Destiny, then you're gonna be forced to use the touchpad a lot.
That was the thing I was gonna say with that. Doesn't the remote play that they already have, doesn't the thing have to be in range of the console?
Nope.
Oh, really?
No, you just have to be connected to the internet.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
You have to be connected to the internet, and your PS4 must be marked as primary, so it knows what PS4 to use.
Ah, yeah, okay.
So
no.
what happens is you just turn your PS4 to rest mode, leave the house, and when you connect it to your PS4 with your device, it'll start your PS4 at home through the internet.
I don't know. There's only a handful of games I'd try it on, but even then, I'm not really a fan of the whole streaming thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Already time for the next one, what?
I spilled all over my keyboard.
Oh my God.
You are an idiot.
Quite.
Alright, I think that sums up 6 and 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you prefer console gaming, do you hate playing games on handhelds, or do you prefer playing handheld games more? Nope. I'll go 50-50 on this one. I like playing on console. I like playing on handheld when when I'm not home or whatever. It is convenience for travel and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it also depends on the game.
Yeah, but I gotta say like that. Like I really do prefer like sitting down at home playing a game, because then I have more time.
Yeah.
Playing a handheld would mean that I'm on my way somewhere. Then I need a game that I can just get into quick and get out of quick.
Yeah,
Sure.
for me that has shifted quite hard. Like 5-6 years ago, I would said 50-50. Now it's more like, I don't know, 80-20 in favor of playing on at the home console or the PC, because somehow now I play more and more games that I like to be immersed in. So I play like with the lights off, I play with my headphones on, so I can get right into the game. And that's something I don't get on handheld, because I play on the train, I have people next to me, I hear people through the shitty headphones that I have, that I use for travel. And it's just not the same thing as sitting at home and really just focusing on the game than, in comparison to be on traveling and just do this on the run. It's just not the same for me anymore. I really like playing on home console a lot more these days.
I think I'm 50-50 as well. I like having the handhelds for games that I don't need to pay a lot of attention to. Like when I'm on the bus going to and from school, I can just play a game while I'm on the train.
I don't know, maybe 50-50 is an easy way to describe it, but it's like, to me, it's kind of like the main point in this is just convenience. Like, what convenience would it be, or like, context maybe, what context would it be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, would it be convenient to have this on a handheld right now? Would it work on a handheld well? And then, like, context in terms of, like, alright, would this be better, to play now or when I'm on the go,
Yeah, I mean,
it depends on both of those factors, I think.
Yeah. To be fair, I always take my Nintendo DS with me when I go on longer travel, so I still play a lot, but I don't really like it as much as I did earlier.
Yes. Echo.
Alright.
The awkward silence.
Hey, we hadn't one of these since up till now, so we needed that.
Alright. Should we move on to more interesting topics?
Yes.
Yes, alright. So, number 9. Is there personally any handheld game that you believe deserves some form of a remaster or a overhauled remake due to its rarity or cult hit status? Anyone want any game remastered?
The amount of people that have been saying Diamond and Pearl, I kind of don't want it.
I'd want Crisis Core remastered. Make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, man.
Persona 4 Golden. Maybe have it in full HD.
No! Gold is really a remaster, Drill.
A remaster that's not even in HD. You want to be technical.
The previous version wasn't in HD.
Actually,
Yeah,
for a serious answer, Pearly Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2, because I was kind of upset that it was just the cutscenes that they put in the remaster in the 1.5 shit. I wish it was actually a remaster of that instead of just
yeah,
cutscenes.
but the thing
Don't get
is,
me wrong, the cutscenes are great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
But where's the fucking game?
no one.
problem, I mean, I might be in the minority, but I prefer having just the cutscenes because playing through the game is just a chore.
That is true.
I mean, the only good parts about the game are probably the cutscenes, and everything else is either just either tedious or frustrating.
Who knows?
But yeah, Crisis Core would be great.
Yeah, it will be fucking
Also,
fantastic.
having the option to skip cutscenes would be nice, so you don't have to sit through a 10-minute cutscene.
I would say Gravity Rush, but yeah, we kind of know what happened with that.
Yeah. I see. What?
And Gravity Rush 2 wasn't even on handhelds because they realized they fucked
What-
up with that.
Okay, what if we reverse it and put Gravity Rush 2 on the Vita?
No.
No, no.
Of course, that would probably considerably scale back the game a lot.
Yep. It would.
So what I would like to have remastered would be just in general the Advanced Wars series, because the last game was in 2008, I think, and that was shit. Or compared to the other ones, it was not so good. And I think after this long time, they really could put in a lot more improvements. With the better internet now, there would be more options for multiplayer, because that would be really enjoyable with that game. And just overall, they could put in so much more fun stuff at this point.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking.
But yeah, one thing I'd really would like to get remastered is probably the 3DS Fire Emblem games. Mainly because just so they can get better textures and graphics and
Yeah, that's something that really puts me off. Some of them, they look like shit.
yeah, it doesn't help some of the I mean, I really like the Fire Emblem Echoes, but the low resolution and textures are really off-putting.
There are two games actually. When I look at my 3DS library, that I immediately would say that I want to remaster of. First one is Bravely Default.
Oh yeah,
That game.
Because
That
I like the
deserves a
game,
facelift.
but it needs a facelift, like you say. I feel like in some areas it's too low res. The world would probably be really beautiful if it was remastered. That's what I think. That's also kind of an semi underrated game because people liked it when it came out, but then it kind of turned into like. Then the anti-hype came, and now everyone forgot about it. It has a sequel, and I've yet to play it though. That and the second game is Final Fantasy Explorers. That also needs a facelift.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like that game as well, but I don't know, it needs better graphics. It looks way too. It looks way too low res as well. It's a decent game. It's not pretty good though.
What would you say with all the old Pokemon games in the new style of the newer Pokemon games, the 3D style? Would you guys be interested in that? It just came into my mind. I know they already remastered pretty much every Pokemon game once, but just, bring the really old games into the newest, so it's in the newest generation, so to speak.
I don't know. We already have Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I don't need that.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I do think like
sorry.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver are the best remakes because
They're really good, yeah. That's
I
true.
mean, unless they remake Crystal.
Yeah, something like that, you know, some of
Oh.
these games into the complete new 3D world, so to speak.
That
That
would
could
be. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Like remake Yellow, remake what's it called? Crystal.
They actually never
'Cause-
did remake Red and Blue, did they?
They did.
Well, there was Fire Red and
Fire Red.
Oh yeah,
Leaf
they did-
Green.
Oh yeah, Leaf Green. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
yeah,
but
technically they
that's,
didn't remake
yeah, but that's
Blue.
just like Game Boy Advance.
No, they do it every time a new handheld comes out. So
They remake
the Game
one.
Boy Advance, they remade
They
Gen
remade-
1.
Yeah.
They remade Ruby and Sapphire.
I
Unless
don't know
they
though.
remake
Honestly,
Emerald.
I think Pokemon is fine the way it is. I don't really think
Yeah.
it need to be remastered because at its core, it's the same gameplay.
Yeah,
Of course it is.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like there's better games that could actually be remastered. Although at the same time, I can't think of any in my head because my brain has ceased to function as this moment.
Actually, since they announced that they're going to make a Pokemon game for the Switch, they're probably after that remake Diamond and Pearl. Because that's
Yeah.
usually the pattern they follow.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, so is that it?
I think so. Unless anyone else have anything.
Next one.
Yeah, yes. Let's see here. Oh fuck! It scrolled up in the dark. Fuck. Hold on. Scrolling. There we go. Alright. There's a common opinion that Nintendo mostly dominates the handheld market. Besides Sony, who else would you like to see compete against Nintendo through the handheld market?
Microsoft.
Everyone.
Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft, that would be really interesting.
I
It
don't
would
know.
be interesting in the sense that I would like to see the next Microsoft fuck up.
I
I
just would
don't think they could do it. I really don't.
Yeah,
I would
It's an
wonder how it
American
looks
company.
like.
They're an American company, and in this instant, that is a downside.
It'd somehow be a triangle, I bet.
Yeah,
I just wondered how would it look like.
It
Either
probably
that-
would look like a triangle. Probably.
Either that or it'd be shaped like an X. I don't doubt that that's exactly what they would do.
Well, to be fair, they probably will never go into the handheld market.
I
At
would
least,
like to, in general,
you-
just see more PC-like handhelds in the market.
You mean like the GPD window?
Yeah, or something along those lines. You know, like or like those Razer tablets that they used to make a while ago. You know, I think concept those is great. If you could reduce the cost a lot, and then put up a handle that has support for like Steam Big Picture Mode or something, I could play PC games on the go, and there would be a lot of options.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say everyone. Like, I want everyone on the fucking market competing against them because the more competition they have, the better shit they'll produce.
Yeah,
That's true, yeah.
Competition pushes innovation in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
That goes
Yeah.
for anything though, in general.
Yes.
Yeah, though with Sony, it is kind of looking bleak to see if they're going to continue with handhelds or not.
Yeah, and Xbox
want them to.
I
I want them to.
stated that they really don't care about that market. It was like an interview the boss of Xbox
Phil
did like
Spencer?
a year ago. No, it was the president of the Microsoft what was it, entertainment branch or something like that. Former president, I would have to say.
Might have been
And he
Don
said-
Matrick. Who knows?
What was his
One of
name?
those fucks. Anyways.
Yeah, he said that at the time they had to focus on Xbox One, and therefore they were not really looking into the handheld market. And now he thinks that mostly mobile games have taken that market, and therefore they probably would not go into that again. Which is kind of weird because I don't really think that handhelds took mobile phones took that market. They
I-
opened it up a little bit, but
I,
not
I
dominating
think
it.
it actually did open up, but I do agree with you. I don't think they've taken the market because that's more casual, people that use, the average workman,
yeah,
like,
the
uses that stuff.
I mean, if you look at the stats, you might think that phones dominate the handheld market, but yeah, it's a bit more complicated than that
Yeah, definitely. I do
because
agree with
you have to look at what kind of people are playing on the phone, and would they also play on like normal handheld consoles? And the answer most of the time I would say is no. So it's not really the same kind of target audience there.
Definitely.
And I was really excited for the X Card X.
What was that?
Get it? Because box.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh
That's
my
that-
god, yeah, oh.
very clever. Very clever.
Took me a while to understand what the fuck we were on about.
Kill me.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I need bleach.
All right.
Alright, I guess we'll end this topic on that one.
Yeah, I'll end it with this though. In terms of the Japanese side, they fucking love handhelds. They prefer it more than consoles, so like regular consoles. So I think that's mostly why Nintendo dominates the market. In all honesty.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need competition for that shit. Can somebody step up?
We're also
Come the
consumers.
next leader. You know, that'll be great.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
All right. What's next?
Yes, what's next? What's next? As tech advances in our day-to-day life, is there any innovations you would like to see for portable gaming that no manufacturer has attempted yet? I already said this. Make a PC like that. It's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just make an Alienware handheld device.
Oh
I will
god.
be full
It
support.
only
Like,
costs
I don't care that the cost.
60,000 euro.
I don't care if the cost was like 1,000. I'll be okay with it, in all honesty, because
I mean, if-
the library will be so big.
I mean, who knows? If they got like a GTX 1080 working in a handheld, that'd be extremely impressive.
Yeah. I mean, there
But
is
expensive.
laptop versions of these graphics cards, so I guess it could work.
Maybe.
Probably.
And plus, with the fact that it's PC hardware, you can tweak it to whatever your needs are.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting. Would a PC handheld gaming console, so to speak, would that be like open to you to modify it in the way you want it? You know, you want to put in a new graphics card, you can do that. How would
be
that work?
Amazing.
That would
Like,
be
if they-
really cool.
If they had like just the same as a normal computer, like you had a small case you could pick up with a small graphics card, small memory card, small GPU, small CPU, that would be fucking cool.
Yeah, like a different variety of cases,
I
so to
would
speak.
love my life if that happened.
That would really be cool, actually. Yes.
Yeah, everything in
Holy shit.
miniature would be so fucking cool.
Yep.
Yeah, what I think could also be a thing, maybe, with more, because more and more of these handheld consoles also have, you know, they have internet, they have cameras, they have this and that. You could do more like alternate reality games. Like, I know Pokemon Go is a bad example, but in that matter, you know, that you can use your camera on your handheld device to alter the world around you and play and interact with that world.
Yeah, that would
That
be really cool as well.
Could be cool. I also wanted to say virtual reality, but that would make it actually really hard because the only way you could use virtual reality on a handheld console would be maybe on a train ride or on a flight, because you couldn't walk around.
What,
Yeah,
wait,
like
you remember
Google
the-
Glasses or something.
Yeah, I was talking. Google
Okay, that would
Glasses,
work.
Like, yeah, they had the like the zombie run thing. Like when you were in a run, if you look behind you, you had like zombies chasing you and shit.
Yeah, but that's alternate reality. That works.
Yeah, but I mean, like that, you still have that, but you can still like they can implement like if you have like sensors through them. But this is probably this is pretty much beyond our technology today.
Yeah.
But like if you had the sensors on it, like that, like you mapped the area around you when you were walking around, it would build the walls in the game the same as the like in your like in the game would be the same as in reality.
Yeah.
And it
Also-
will map it in like everything. Then you'll see stuff to avoid.
That would
Yeah.
be
Also
kinda great.
interact. Yeah, and interacting with other players who play that as well, because that could be really cool. Like seeing yourself, your enemy, or the other player in this virtual reality that is built on your console. That could really be cool. But yeah, we have to see how.
Sorry, I started picturing random people started fighting. just because
It's
they're
time
enemies in
for
the
a
game.
duel. Yeah, of course, I have that picture in my mind as well. Something
When's that-
ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
When's the
Fuck's
actual
sake.
hologram? When's actual holograms of Yu-Gi-Oh gonna happen though?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
that
I was
would-
gonna say. The
Holy
next
shit.
step is holograms.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the next
cool.
step since we were already trying virtual reality.
Of course, yeah.
That would be great, though. Fuck you.
Yeah,
guys.
holograms would really work for most things. That would be really, really cool.
For Magic the Gathering, holy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fucking
Okay.
That'd be amazing.
giant Yu-Gi-Oh battles fucking every week.
That would be
Okay.
cool, like on the train and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
in that
Standing on the
speaking
roof
like
of
that,
a train.
yeah, well, speaking like that, you could actually like take it back to like Pokemon. Like, imagine having an actual like Pokemon fight with someone, seeing the Pokemons in front of you fighting.
Holy
That would
shit,
also
yeah.
be pretty fun, cool.
No,
Yeah.
No, wait. I know we're like segueing into something else entirely, but I
Like
fucking
always.
love it. But going back to the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, like, could you actually do the duels on motorcycles this time?
No. What the fuck?
Oh god. No, please no.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, we're
text.
straying off.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think we derailed a lot. Alright, going back to like the main point here. Like any other innovations. And then it's
I
just
think we covered
silence.
all.
Yeah,
I think we covered
have.
everything. Yeah.
We used up all of our potential already. Sorry,
Yeah, we're
nothing
done.
left.
Yeah. I guess the only thing I have left is being able to fucking summon jet planes with a handhold. That would be great.
All right, calm down now.
Alright, let's move on, shall we?
Yes.
What's your favorite and least favorite handheld design-wise?
All right, my least favorite would probably like be the fucking Suicide Machine, but let's not go back to that one. The Suicide Machine is the Nintendo Virtual Boy, but I'm not gonna say that again. I'll say the Nokia N-Gage.
Oh, isn't that where you had to pull out the battery to put in the games?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And it's so clunky and looks so fucking stupid.
Most people just called it the taco.
I've never heard that, but yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Did it make tacos?
No,
we-
it just
Oh
looked,
my
it just
god.
looked, it just
That would-
looked like a taco.
That would be the best thing ever. Holy shit.
Instead, rather just kidnap a Mexican. Oh shit! I should have said that.
Oh crap! Martin's banned once again.
Yeah.
This was a console?
Yes.
It looks
what
like
is
a
your-
fucking.
What is your favorite and least favorite handle design wise?
Nokia N-Gage.
I might just say this. This looks fucking disgusting. But, least favorite.
I don't know, least favorite. I almost have to say the what's it called, the Nvidia Shield. I just just think it looks very goofy. I don't know that isn't it like the controller with the screen attached to it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I find this looks so
Yeah, it's
goofy
weird.
to me.
I don't know though. I think the obvious worst one is the Virtual Boy, and I think the best
Yeah.
one I think was the fucking Game Boy Advance SP, because while it was small, you could fold it and put it in your pocket.
And backlight. I
And
don't know.
Nintendo used that later, and I see why, because it makes it fit in the pocket so
Prob-
easier.
Probably my least favorite design would probably be the first iteration of the PSP, mainly because of how fat it was. It was like a fucking brick.
Yeah, and then they made the slim ones.
Yeah, the slim
Slam-
ones, they look
The
really
Slam
slick.
3000. Of course, I've heard some people prefer the original PSPs because of the OLED screen, I think.
Yeah.
I remember, I think my least favorite might be the PSP Go. I remember I hated that thing.
That one had like, it wasn't the worst design, but it looked fucking off-putting. It really did.
It
Yeah,
looked-
I didn't like how the buttons were so squished
was-
together.
It was better, arguably, but it also looked goofy as fuck. You know,
Yeah.
shit. I didn't like that one either.
I think my favorite would probably be maybe a tie between the 3DS and the new 2DS. Because I didn't really like the first 2DS. The second one that they made, the clamshell thing, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2DS was just a weird design. Most people just called. I just thought it looked like a piece of bread.
Isn't it? Yeah, the wedge-shaped thingy.
Yeah.
I always thought you used this to like put it under a door so it wouldn't close automatically.
Yeah.
It was a doorstop.
Yeah, it looked like that.
But they made a new 2DS that looks exactly like the 3DS, but it doesn't have the 3D.
Yeah, the thing is, I never used the 3D, so that's actually it's kind of good, but
Yeah.
I just want to point out before we go to the next question, I'm still playing RuneScape.
Fucking hell.
there we go.
No, snap. I was waiting for that.
Hashtag triggered.
Yeah, triggered.
Even my son that's laying in my arms right now, he cringed when you said that.
Aww. What's your favorite handheld gaming accessory, if you can list off any? Regular 3DS is fucking Circle Pad Pro.
Yeah, I really wish they would have
Useful.
just done. I really wish they would have just kept that with the new 3DS instead of that weird nub.
That or
Yeah.
that or redesign it so we actually have a regular stick.
Yeah, because the nub just feels weird.
I don't know, maybe like make this downside of it like maybe, you know, like make it so it fits there or something, you know, like something larger. I don't know. It would have been great. But again, my point as it was, the regular 3DS is Circle Pad Pro because it was so useful for everything. All right, that was it.
I don't think
I
I
think-
ever used any of those
like,
accessories.
Go
Like
ahead, David.
obviously my favorite one's the Game Boy printer.
What the fuck?
Oh, this is
my
awesome.
God.
Yeah, like if you ever want to take photos on your Game Boy in green and black.
Yeah, it's
why not?
awesome. It's cool. There was also, I think, a radio for the Game Boy, something like that. It was really weird.
They had a lot of weird accessories.
Yeah.
I forgot what that was. Wasn't there something for Game Boy Advance called the AR reader?
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I ever used it for was Mario 3, but once they brought all the levels to the Wii U version, that's what made it. It kind of just made that useless.
I mean, I could think of handheld to console add-ons, but you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really cheeky here and say the
Link-
coolest,
Sorry, go ahead.
the coolest accessory for me was the Game Link cable, the original, the cable you used to connect to Game Boys, the old ones, because that opened up so many possibilities, you know, trading in Pokemon, and because that counts as an accessory technically,
Yeah,
right?
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
It does, definitely.
And
I was
also,
actually-
speaking of the old Game Boy, also the light/magnifying glass. Hey, come on, that was cool. I mean, I always used to play my Game Boy like after bedtime when I shouldn't have, like under the blanket with a flashlight. So when I got this magnifying glass flashlight, it was way easier to play because you couldn't play it with both hands instead of only one hand because you had to hold the flashlight in the other. It was really weird.
I was actually going to bring up the link cable because they had like a wireless thing in place
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, or was it infrared or something like that? I don't remember.
I remember they had one for the Pokemon games that you could use them wirelessly.
Yeah, I think it came with like early versions of Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
But yeah, there's some really weird accessories, especially for the original Game Boy. There's some really fucked up shit.
Yeah. The Game Boy was home to all those weird accessories.
All right. As for should we just move on to the next question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of out of ideas.
As for the almost last question here, have you seen any unofficial portable gaming modifications? If so, list off some of your favorite mods. This wasn't a mod. This was a illegal port. Someone made Half-Life 1 on the PSP. On the PSP.
Nice.
Clean.
And I got that shit to work.
Oh god.
I can't believe someone actually managed to make it work.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing, actually. Yes.
Yeah. Someone put Half-Life 1 on PSP. It was illegal as fuck, but it worked.
Man, Half-Life 1 looks like if you put it on the lowest settings. I mean, it's still impressive for the handheld.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it even ran at stable frame rate. It was like,
Huh.
oh, Jesus Christ. You know?
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a bunch of weird mods people did on PSP. Like, they got the original Doom running on it.
Shit.
I mean, when we talk about modifications, does this also include like hacked ROMs for Nintendo DS and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Because I know there's some awesome Pokemon modifications out there. Some which put like 200-300 completely new, what they do they call them, fake mons in, like completely redesigned. So there's some really cool shit out there. I know it's super illegal. You shouldn't do it. We don't endorse it. I just say this, but there's some awesome stuff there. There's some very talented people working on these things.
Yep.
I mean, shout out to the guys who did the Pokemon Clover, the 4chan
Jesus
Pokemon
Christ,
game.
you don't go somewhere.
I mean, that just watching this game, it's so fucking.
The grass type starter's name is a Grasshole.
Yes.
Yeah,
You don't need to know anything more than that.
We need Mowimon to work on a handheld.
The fact that
Pokemon Clover.
the fact that 4chan could make two such different games, because they made Pokemon Sage as well, that was actually really good, but because of political bullshit, they ended up not finishing it.
Yeah.
And then Pokemon Clover is, yeah, that sounds like a Pokemon game when you actually hear about it.
We need Vietnamese Crystal. Oh wait, that is actually on a handheld.
Oh my god.
The illegal port.
Jesus.
It's ridiculous.
Yes, the translations.
Oh god, I can imagine.
What?
Yeah,
At the
you-
time. It's like, what?
All your base are belong to us.
Yeah. Also, great cheat code in Warcraft 3, Shadow.
Yeah, I know.
Because you know what it does.
I know.
Victory.
And what were the other ones? Warp 10, I see dead people. Yeah, I know
there
these
is
things.
no spoon. The main
Yeah, right.
words.
I know all
Who's
these
your
things.
daddy? Oh my god, that was yeah. We can. Talk
Yeah,
about
back
that.
then when cheat codes still were a thing that you actually have to type in, that was cool.
Mhm. Thank you, Blizzard. Has anyone
All
seen
right.
any cool fucking mods for handhelds? I can bring up a couple actually.
Do so.
Someone they cracked the 3DS so that it removed the region lock and you could have custom themes on. The
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do I have anything else?
Well, I have a modded 3DS that has a capture board installed onto it,
Yeah.
so I can record off of it, so that's cool.
Yeah. Modded R4 cards are always a thing. That's always existed.
I actually had to buy another 3DS for it because the guy who does them, he doesn't have 3DS yet, so he only does the regular DSs.
Yeah, that was it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet.
Pretty so.
So,
Yeah.
final question. What is the best gaming experience that you personally remember that will stick with you till the end of time when it comes to gaming on a handheld? I'll start first by saying it was progressing in Link's Awakening with my friend, actually helping him beat that game.
I agree with that part. Progressing on Link, Link's Awakening.
Yeah, because that game was confusing.
Yeah,
as a kid,
especially when really, really good, like actually getting somewhere.
Yeah, like me and Relogs will state this both. Like we're both raised in Sweden, so you know when you're young, you don't know English that well.
No, you don't.
So it was hard to progress in games for us.
Yeah.
You know? So, but we did, and fuck the world, we did. I didn't actually progress it with him, by the way. It was another friend, but we kind of share the same memories on that. Is you know a bit of deja vu, you know.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it was the moment that I got the last Pokemon in Pokemon Red, when I had all 150 Pokemon. And then there's this grand moment where you go and talk to Professor Oak, and all he says is like, "Oh, your Pokédex is complete. Good job." And nothing else. That's it. I mean, you can get a diploma. There's like a Game Freak building in the game, and then there you can get like a diploma, like a little screen that displays, "Hey, yeah, you catched all the things," but nothing else happens. It's like in Mario, your princess is in another castle moment. It's really like, yeah, you did it. Good job. Bye. But it felt really cool. It was an achievement, and I'm really proud of that. I don't think I ever redid that in another Pokemon game. I almost in every one I gave up earlier, but the first one I completed.
It's gonna be a lot harder now. There's like 802 of them.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyone else?
Oh well, I have one.
Sweet.
For my brother's birthday one year, I got him Pokemon Black. And when he got to the last gym, it was a dragon type gym, he asked me what type beats dragon. I said dragon and ice. So he went and he caught himself a Druddigan. So he goes to the gym and he's having an experience in this gym.
Right.
And so he's gotten down to, because this gym leader's been beating his ass for like minutes. So he gets to his final Pokemon finally, and he uses a move. I can't remember what move, but it doesn't kill the other Pokemon. And then it uses a move that kills my brother's Pokemon, and I thought it was a wrap from there. And I forgot that his Druddigan had rough skin. So
God, yes.
My brother ended up winning the gym battle because of rough skin. And it caught me so off guard. I ended up hitting my head on the table.
That's kind of amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah. Drill, do you have anything?
Well, I don't really have any real memories, I guess, of handhelds, except maybe playing a DBZ game with a bunch of friends on the PSP, which was kind of cool. Also trading some Pokemon.
Alright, cool. I have a final one, actually. Beating Crisis Core. Rest I won't say at all, because it spoils everything. Alright, go play it. That's all I have to say. We're not gonna discuss this.
Oh my God.
I think Drill knows what I'm talking about, but no, we're not discussing this.
Well, this comes from
oh,
a person
yeah,
who
that
plays
moment.
RuneScape.
No, yeah,
Don't
yeah,
take his
yeah.
word for granted.
Yeah, Drill knows. He said that moment. Yes. Alright, now go play it. I picked your crossy. Now go play it. Play the game. Play Crisis Core. Emulate it if you have to. There's PSP emulators out there. Alright. Was that it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, let's wrap this shit up then. Alright. Mr. Liger, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, pretty much everywhere you can find Liger254.
All right, sweet. Shadow, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter as Shadow1990CH.
Perfect. Relogs Gaming, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch as Relogs Gaming.
Yeah. Also, as a father.
Yeah.
Go find him.
Yeah. Also, for everyone watching this, everyone tweet Relogs and say congratulations, because this man just became a father a couple of days ago.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Drillbit, where can I find you?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at drillbit777.
Alright. As for me, you can find me on redtube.com/psychored.
I fucking okay.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. Now you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, or YouTube as Psychorender. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, sub to Renegade.
Send
makes
all
my
your
father
complaints
laugh.
to Renegade.
He makes my father laugh. Fun side story before we quit today. My father actually watches Renegade's videos.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yes,
God.
he finds his voice funny.
Yeah. Alright, that saved it. I was just about to say your father has a real shitty humor.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That was
Don't worry, Ren doesn't watch this far, so we can say whatever you want now.
Yes. All right. Take care, everyone.
Yeah, take care, guys. Thanks for
See you
today.
next time.
Bye.
See you next time where we flip out. All right. Take care.
Bye.